Hey there, this is Adam White, founder of Adam White Speaks and creator of Adam White Skill of Influence, the online course. And today I'm excited to talk to you about something very important, your mind. We're going to be talking today about 5 things that you need in order to have a successful mindset. Again, 5 things. I'm going to give you 5 things today that you need in order to have a successful mindset. You know, oftentimes we allow things to get inside of our mind. We allow something that others have said or our own talk and to kind of just get in the way of our mindset. And we want to be successful. We want to achieve success. But what mindset do we need to have? What are the things that will help us to create the right mindset in order to achieve success? Every successful person, every person that is wealthy, every person who has done great things, a pro athlete or a successful business person, entrepreneur, whatever it might be, the president of the United States, everyone that has achieved a certain level of success has done so because they had a certain type of mindset. So today I'm going to share with you 5 things that you need in order to develop a very successful mindset. All right, let's get started. Here's number 1. Number 1, what you need to have a successful mindset is self-talk. That's right. You know, the most important conversations in life are not the ones that we have with other people. The most important conversations in life are the ones that we have with ourselves. Self-talk has the ability to enhance us and catapult us to the next level of life, or it has the ability to stop us in our tracks. When we begin to talk about ourselves and talk to ourselves in a way that is demeaning or a way that says, you know what, I can't do this. I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not smart enough. I don't have the right skill sets in order to achieve this level of success. What happens is it will destroy our belief. It will destroy our ability to move forward in life. So number 1, in order to have a successful mindset, the first thing that you're going to need is some self-talk. You want to fill your day with affirmations. Every person that achieves something, a great a sports player will always, they get themselves psyched out and into the flow and into the mood, and they do that through affirmations. They say things to themselves and they get themselves in a mental state that allows them to have a successful mindset and, of course, to achieve success. So you have to watch what you say to yourself. Watch this. Your mind listens to your mouth. Wow, did you catch that? Let me say it again. Your mind listens to your mouth. And the mind does not have the ability to distinguish a negative conversation from a positive conversation. What happens is, as soon as the mind begins to listen to the things that you're saying to yourself, it begins to process. And eventually those negative self-talking conversations become a part of you. And then it's a struggle to develop the right mindset because we've been listening to our own self-talk. We've been listening to ourselves. Let me ask you a question. Have you talked yourself out of your dreams? Have you listened to self-talk? Have you doubted yourself and you said what's not possible? Or have you talked yourself out by saying, I'll just try a different course in life. I'll go with this career. It's not really what I want, but I'm just going to settle for. I'm going to settle for this relationship because I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve a different love or a passionate relationship like I really desire. I begin to talk negatively to myself. And all of a sudden I start believing it. So number 1, in order to develop a successful mindset in life, in relationships, in your career, in your business, is number 1, you have to have great self-talk. I want you to begin today, if you don't already. Think about how you start your day. When you wake up in the morning, what affirmations do you really say to yourself? I have a number of affirmations that I say, and I'll just share one right here with you. Here's an affirmation that I say every single day after a workout, or if I'm in my meditation mode, or maybe I'm just starting off in the morning. Here's what I'll say. I'll say, God's wealth is circulating in my life. It flows to me in avalanches of abundance. All of my needs and my goals and my desires are met instantaneously by infinite intelligence. For I am one with God, and God is everything that I need. Man, how could you be discouraged and begin to speak negatively after saying something like that? You begin to realize that the wealth that you need, the success that you need, is circulating in your life. It's where you need it to be. And all you have to do is open your heart and your mind and begin to reaffirm what you already sense through positive self-talk. So watch your conversation. Number one, in order to have a successful mindset, we're talking about thought and mindset, you have to watch self-talk and make sure you're delivering great self-talk to yourself. Remember, the most important conversation is not with others. It is the one that you have with yourself. Man, that's awesome. Let's go on number two. Number two, in order to have a successful mindset, is that you need a predetermined outcome. What are your intentions? An outcome just means, what is an intention? What is your intention for life? What is your intention for your career? What is your predetermined, before? What have you set down ahead of time and before you started the journey of success, or the journey down that relationship path, or the journey in your career? What have you set down and predetermined that you were going to do? What was the outcome that you were after? I want to invite you today to go back to your dreams and go back to the beginning of when you were free as a child and you could dream and think about what you wanted to do and what you wanted to become and what you wanted to achieve. Go back to your predetermined outcome. And determine just simply means to decide. Make a pre-decision. Make a decision before you make a move, before you go any further in life. When you turn off this video, before you do anything else, I want you to come up with a decision. I want you to decide what is the outcome that you're after. And that, my friend, will give you a strong, successful mindset. Because once you're able to define, once you're able to put it down in writing, this is what I'm after. Now you have a guide, you have a goal, you have something for which to achieve. You have a mindset that says, I have to get successful here because I'm after this particular outcome right here. So number two, in order to have a successful mindset, is you have to be able to have a predetermined outcome. No destination in life is achievable. You can never reach a destination in life if you've not first set out with a map to know exactly where you're going. So look at as a predetermined outcome, as a guideline, as a map to say, this is what I am after. And I'm not going to be satisfied until I achieve it. I'm not going to give up on my dream. I'm not going to give up on my vision. I'm not going to give up on my goal. I'm not going to give up on what I have predetermined, what I have made a decision about in advance. You know, when you create goals, you write the future in advance. You don't have to wait to see what your future is going to be. You have to wait to see what the company is going to do. You have to wait to see what your mom is going to do. You can write the future in advance by simply having a predetermined outcome. Man, that's awesome. So again, number two, to develop that successful mindset, set a predetermined outcome. What are you after? Go after it and achieve it. That's awesome. All right, here's number three. Let's move on. Number three is you need a strategy. Wow, man, that's awesome. You have to have a strategy in order to develop a successful mindset. Success, you know within your mind that success is not something that just falls in your lap. Success is not something you pursue, but it's something you attract by the person that you become. So it's you working on yourself. It's you creating a strategy. You know, it's taking a giant vision for your life and a giant goal and being able to chunk it down into small steps, that this week I need to accomplish this. By this month, I need to have this done. By this year, I need to have this finished. It's taking the big vision for your life and chunking it down into daily steps that you can be productive and see results and success in your life every single day. So number three, you need a strategy. And you know, if you have difficulty putting a strategy together, if you're not really sure where to begin or how to orchestrate a strategy in your life, you get a coach and get a mentor. Get someone you can call Adam White Speaks. Let someone mentor you and help you to create a strategy for your life, a strategy for your success. Let them help you come up with creative ways and ideas of how to achieve your goal. Watch this. And a coach and a mentor will help you to achieve it in less time. They've been down the path you're going. They understand what it means to succeed and fail. So they can take a look at your plan, take a look at what you have in mind, and be able to help you put things together. So number three, in order to have a successful mindset, you have to create the strategy for your life. Have you created a strategy and a blueprint and a plan for your life? So many go through life aimlessly and they just say, whatever life throws at me, I'm just going to be stuck with it. They never take time to strategize and they never take time to plan. What is it? What is my outcome? So number three, you have to create a strategy if you want to have a successful mindset. Okay, let's move on. Number four is, this is powerful. You need a new story. That's right. You need a new story if you're going to have a successful mindset. You know, that oftentimes what we do, we go around telling ourselves the same old story. We tell the story of how I didn't achieve success because this person hurt me. I didn't arrive to where I wanted to be because back in 1900s, this person walked out of my life. I wasn't able I wanted to be a doctor, but I didn't have the money, or I didn't have the skill sets. I wasn't smart enough. And so we tell ourselves a story. We tell the story to other people. The story is why I am where I'm at. And I keep telling that story. We get good at telling a story that no longer even affects our lives. But we live within a story, and that story is what creates our emotional house. What we focus on, that's what we begin to feel. And what we tell ourselves through self-talk is what we begin to believe. So all of a sudden now, we're walking around living in a story of the past. I can't tell you how many people that I talk to and I mentor and I coach, and one of the biggest challenges that they have to face is learning how to divorce themselves from their story and begin to marry their future. They live with the story. It's okay to be remembrant of what has happened in the past. It's okay to learn from the experiences. But once we have learned, once we have gleaned the lessons out of our life, we have to move on and stop telling ourselves the same story over and over. Because that same story is what keeps us trapped. It keeps us trapped in depression. It keeps us trapped in sadness. It keeps us trapped in failure and defeat. It keeps us trapped living in the past. And we can't move forward and develop a successful mindset when we keep telling ourselves the same story. So today I want you to begin to develop a new story for your life. Begin to create new pages in your book. You can close the chapter of the book of failure and begin to open the book of success. Begin to journal and write out what you see for your future. It doesn't matter what happened in your past. It only happens and it only matters what you plan to do with your future. So number 4, to developing a successful mindset, is that you have to be able to create a new story. All right, that's awesome. Number 5, let's finish up with this. Number 5, in order to create a successful mindset, you have to have faith and you have to believe in yourself and in your dream. You know, what good would it be to set up a predetermined outcome? What good would it be to create a beautiful strategy and go and work with a mentor or coach and say, okay, here's the plan. Here's the strategy to achieve my goals and live life on my terms. Here's the plan I've created. And then even to change my story and create a new story that's going to begin to chart out my success. What good is all of it if it only ends in our lack of faith? If we don't believe in the dream, if we don't believe in the strategy, if we don't believe in the predetermined outcome, we can say it, but do we actually believe it? You know, faith is believing for something as though it has already happened in advance. We don't wait to see the material result. You know, having faith means we take materials as though they are the real materials and we begin to build the dreams of our life until we have the physical materials that we have had faith to believe for. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in your dreams? Do you believe in what is still possible? I don't care how old you are. I don't care how young you are. I don't care what stage you are in life. Do you believe? I want to propose that question to you today. As we close out this session, I want to ask you, do you believe? Do you believe in yourself anymore? Do you believe in your dreams? Have you given up? Have you become complacent in life where you're just floating by? You're not pressing for anymore. You've lost your drive and you've lost your hunger. Where are you at with your faith and your belief? I promise you, in order to have a successful mindset, you cannot stop believing in yourself and your talent, your God-given abilities. You have to keep believing in yourself. And you have to have faith to know that once you did 1 through 4, that 5 is going to be possible. Once you've got the right self-talk going on, once you've had a predetermined outcome, once you create the right strategy, and once you change your story and write a new story for your life, you have to have number 5. The most important ingredient is faith and belief. I want you to begin to believe in your dreams again. Believe in what is possible. Faith is the bridge that will cross over from what you see into what you actually have. Man, that's powerful. Let me say it again. Faith is the bridge that will connect you between what you see and what you have. And often what causes us not to achieve our goals in life is because we're on the wrong side of the water. We're still looking for what we want, but we're not using the bridge of faith to cause us to cross over. So I inspire you today. Don't lose your faith and your belief in your dream. You were made for greatness. Man, that's awesome. Okay, let's go through them right quick. 5 things to have a successful mindset. Number 1, have the right self-talk. Watch the conversations you have about yourself to yourself. It's very important. Number 2, have a predetermined outcome. Know what you're going after in life. Have a destination or the journey is meaningless. Number 3 is strategy. What is your strategy for a successful mindset and for success? Number 4, write a new story. Don't keep telling yourself the same old story. It's time for some new stories. It's time for some new friends. It's time to create some new memories. Start today. Here's number 5. Faith and believe. Don't stop believing in yourself and your dreams and what is possible. 5 things you need to have a successful mindset. Hey, this is Adam White. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Don't forget to check out my Skill of Influence course online and go over and take a look at it. There's some great tools on how to build your influence so people will buy from you, believe in you, and support you. It's awesome things going on. Adam White Speaks, and I am glad that you are my friend and you are my partner. Until next time, take care.